Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Back the Log Off. I'm Professor Icepick, and today I'm going to be going back to The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, SC. So, let's get to it then. Man, it feels weird just like going straight back into this. Like, I literally the last time I played this was last night, and now I'm back. So, kind of weird, you know? Yeah, but I'm not complaining. Honestly, this is what I wanted. The legendary 3-session week. Okay, so... Last night, orbments in the West Block became unusable for a while. Whatever, I'm sure if Tom's investigating, we'll find the answers soon. Our comrade Percy wants to investigate fishing spots in Roland. If he finds some unknown spots, there might be a top-class fish there. We also have an obligation to open fishing classes in Roland. His mission is critical for the development of our society. Just imagine if it turns out that the Fisherman's Guild was like the actual good guys in this game. Like the actual secret big good. Yesterday, when I went to the harbor block, I witnessed something crazy. There was a tank and a giant machine doll-like thing. I ain't never seen such a sight. Personally, I'm worried that it might have disturbed the poor fish in that area. I love this. I love this so much. Okay, so, let's see, is that? Yeah, that's the exit, so we don't want to go there just yet. We are going to try to hunt down that monster, but I want to see if I can find any more hidden side quests. Apparently, there was a fight between the Intelligence Division and the Royal Army in the harbor block yesterday. Word is, all the Intelligence Division people were arrested. To show up just in the nick of time, that's Julia for you. So the remnants of the Intelligence Division were hiding in the harbor? I know Canone tried to flee, but the Royal Guard eventually managed to capture her. That'd mean all the Intelligence Division heads have been caught, right? I swear, everything I hear ends up making Colonel Richard look even worse. Okay, let's go to the East Block then for a little while and see if we can find anything here. My house is in the West Block, so I heard crazy loud noises from the harbor. Even I was shocked to hear it was an Intelligence Division tank, though. I'm glad my house wasn't crushed by something like that. Today's all been talk about that crazy incident ever since morning. I'm glad they captured the rest of the Intelligence Division before the signing ceremony. Okay, so yeah, we got that one. Oh, sorry about the siren there. Last night, I saw some of the Royal Guard running off to the West Block. I also heard what sounded like a big cannon from the port. I wonder what that was about. It was kind of violent sounding. Okay, well, maybe nothing in the department store then. Let's see if I have these two. Can I get in? No, I can't. Olivier, would you like to enter the embassy? Would you mind? Please, pass through. Okay, I like how we are... Okay, so apparently I chose the right people for this job, then. Alright, let's talk to the,
Good day, Olivier. Been to you as well, Bracers.
Good day, Ambassador.
Hump! Bumming around as usual, I see. Well, I should hope they're not using Mueller's absence as an excuse to run wild.
Tut tut, and you're far too serious as usual.
What do you need today? I've already received a report about the letter.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was told it was written by those special ops criminals. All completely unrelated to the Empire, as I had insisted before.
Well, I wouldn't say completely. Telling him the truth would only complicate things.
Allow me to express my earnest gratitude for your efforts. Thanks to your efforts, a false suspicion hanging upon my fatherland has been cleared. Minuscule as it was, even a minuscule as it was, even a single blight upon the Empire's dignity brings me great displeasure.
How odd. We haven't received our routine report from Mueller and Bose.
Oh, well, that is unfortunate.
During our conflicts with the independent state, the Chancellor's command was incredible. To assemble a military force spread across such an enormous space temporarily at the borders with the Orbital Railroad, claim victory with a shock attack, then return the forces as quickly as possible to their defensive positions. This is what the Orbital Railroad is for, huh? Our fatherland has no weaknesses now. Queen Alicia is most likely more relieved than anyone that the criminal turned out to be a former member of the Royal Army. I realize that might be callous, but think about it. Had the criminal turned out to be a Republican citizen, do you think the Empire would have stayed quiet? And the opposite is surely true as well. It would have put a great strain on the non-aggression pact.
No, he's right.
Iberlians are given the right to freedom of speech, unlike the Empire. Restrictions are fairly stringent in the Empire. Published materials are especially scrutinized. My job involves making sure it's all appropriate for public consumption. Now I've got to check whether published works are suitable for our nation as a whole. If they breaks any laws and all that stuff. If they breaks any laws. I love it. If they breaks any laws. Good work there. Jean Paul's the Cornelius series. Okay, well, we already saw that. Okay, let's see. Now, Olivier, don't get in the way of work. As you have no doubt noticed, the ambassador insists we As you have no doubt noticed, the ambassador insists we keep this place neat and tidy.
Man, I am not... Me speak no good today! Me speak no good! Me talking go bad. No can talk.
Zin, would you like to go into the embassy?
Yeah, I would.
Please pass through. If you're looking for Ambassador Cochrane, she's out inspecting the royal villa. After all, it is the site of the signing ceremony. Seems like these intelligence division folk were the ones behind... Sorry. Seems like these intelligence division folk were behind one of the recent incidents. Well, I doubt it will affect this signing ceremony. I can appreciate Queen Alicia's feelings on the matter. The ambassador does not hesitate to voice her dislike of Erebonia, but those feelings come from somewhere else. I know quite well.
Oh, there's the rest of them. Little boy, Pedro is not very strong. Gonna have to dig up a, I'm gonna have to, like, dig up some of these stories on, like, I don't know, like a wiki or a transcript or something. Turbulent days. And what makes the darkness shake? Okay, so that means that the last ones are over here. Seriously, it's just impressive to me that they translated all this stuff. But there's so much superfluous text here. And yet... Oh, hey-oh! Achievement unlocked! Blue Knight! We did it! We did it! We got another achievement! Hooray! Even though I didn't actually read anything. I just sort of, like, flipped through them. But that's not a problem. That shouldn't be an issue. Like I said, I want to read it some other. The door is locked. Okay, well, in that case, we're gonna get out of here then. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out. Okay, so we want to go over here then, because that's where... Yep, History Museum. Okay, let's see if we can find anyone in here. Oh, hey. Did you find the young lady you were looking for? Yeah. Don't worry, we found her. I see, that's good to hear. When I heard about the incident late last night, I was worried about the young lady. I'm relieved to hear you found her. Ouch. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Wait, what the... Ancient artifacts, age unknown. Yeah, Septarians, okay.
There were still dragons alive during the Zamurian Age. Now that I think about it, I read a report from a person researching the ancient dragons. I believe they lived in bows.
Okay, well, in that case. Wait, is that? Oh shit, it's a dust trail. I love it. I love how there's a dust trail here.
Woohoo! The History Museum is willing to hire me. To me, it's like getting paid to treasure hunt. I feel so happy I could just dance. I've had a request from Jimmy. Apparently, he wants to become a curator. He has no experience, but given his history, he has a very unique and interesting perspective. I imagine it will take some time, but he is promising, so I think I'll employ him. The devices and artifacts in each tower. There's a mountain of things I'd like to investigate, so I need him to work hard.
Okay, nothing in here. Okay, don't want to go to the landing port just yet. Let's head over to the north block. Now let's check the hotel. Why not? Hotels seem to be a great place to find this stuff. Alright, Hotel Rowanbaum. Rowanbaum.
Mrs. Still, will you be departing? We sincerely hope you will make use of our hotel upon your next visit to Grand Cell. Our entire staff will be eagerly waiting to greet you again.
Nope. Nuh-uh. Nope. Nope. Nuh-uh. Nope. Nope. I think Ruan actually had the most interesting hotel layout out of all of them. Okay, let's check out the castle then. Well, let's check the castle.
Seems the last of the Intelligence Division criminals were caught. It was inevitable, though. After all, Adios is watching to make sure they can't do anything bad. We just went to the harbor on tour yesterday. An incident like that at the harbor? Ah! Listen. Yesterday I saw Miss Julia running off towards the harbor. After that, those Intelligence Division goons were caught, right? It's so amazing! To think there was a battle between the Intelligence Division and the Royal Guard. I've come touring at a truly terrible time. I hope the landing port isn't closed like before.
Oh.
So Captain Amalthea was finally caught. I guess this means Her Highness the Queen can finally focus on the signing ceremony, huh?
Okay, so I guess...
We got hurt pretty bad by those Intelligence Division guys. Honestly, I'm super relieved that they're caught.
Okay, so I guess no go in castle. All right, well, let's check out the west side. Grand Cell Cathedral.
Goddess, please protect us. Oh, Goddess of the Sky Adios, grant our city peace again. Goddess, please protect my siblings as they walk the road home. Hey, come on, let's go home. Prayer is the best way to calm oneself. Yes, honey, this too is Adios' blessing. I don't know much about Gralsritter either. Not even the Archbishop has a full grasp on them, it seems. Given the nature of Gralsritter's duties, I suppose that's to be expected, but still. From the perspective of stopping the Special Ops soldiers, he was correct. However, his mission should be to recover artifacts. That is the priority. Spilled milk cannot be rebottled. Though nothing can be done, that does not mean he will not be punished. Of course Father Kevin was well aware of that, I'm sure.
Oh, hey, there she is.
There were a number of injured people amongst the Royal Guard following last night's incident. Oh, Goddess of the Sky Adios, bestow your blessings on the brave and proud.
Okay, so nothing here. Alright, that's fine.
I thought I'd go see the sights, but the harbor's closed. Indeed, this too is fate. What was that? I saw a giant metal doll thing fly off during last night's mess. I bet the Liberal News has the details. I've got to pick up the next edition. I thought the Harbor District seemed kinda loud. Guess something bad happened. But if things can stay calm from here on, then all's well. Oh, you poor delusional old man. My wife's been really stressed lately, and it's all because of me. I think I'll try and help ease her workload around the house on my next day off. When I heard my husband had gotten mixed up in that mess at the harbor, I felt the life drained out of me. I'm so glad he's safe.
That seems kind of out of character, considering all the shit you've been doing to him. Okay, so we can just go through here.
Apparently the intelligence division guys were hiding a tank. A whole friggin' tank! I'm really glad there wasn't any damage to the city. Seems like there was a big case over at the harbor. Apparently the reporters have been running all over since late last night. You're those bracer friends of Niles, right? Next time you get some kind of scoop that might turn into a good article, give it to me. Hey, sounds like you had a late night last night. But thanks for helping with Niles' coverage. He just went out with Dorothy a bit ago. They said they were going to poke around town and do a little digging about last night's incident. Just before it went to the presses, we changed out the top article. I had to help adjust the printing press. Well, not that that's anything new. Let's see, I could have sworn I had that one, but I don't remember them talking about the friggin'... Okay, so 6 isn't out yet then. A fair portion of the harbor facilities were destroyed by the tank, and Duncan was captured by the special ops too. I hope he's not hurt. Yesterday I heard someone arguing around here. Though given the hour, it might have just been a couple of drunks fighting. After that incident with Captain Amalthea and everything, it feels pretty dangerous here in the West Block. Maybe I should move to the South Block. I'd rather be in the North Block, but that's premium real estate, being so close to the castle and all. The rent is crazy there. I'm hearing that there was a battle over near the harbor. That's just crazy!
Okay, well, let's check the Orbital factory then, because... if he's with Dorothy, then...
Ever since we fought, Zacharias and I haven't talked much. But I don't think I'm wrong at all. Last night in the West Block, apparently all Orbmans just cut out. There was a case like that in Zeiss a while back. If Orbman stopped working, my store is dead. And my life that I've spent on the store would also be over.
Okay, so they're not there. Let's check out...
After we had a fight, I was going to leave the house, but he stopped me. And then I finally realized how I felt. He thinks more of me than I ever thought he did. My sweet hubby stayed up nearly the whole night getting us the perfect seats for the martial arts competition. I'll have to lay on the charm extra thick come next year if I'm gonna get him to do it again. What to do? Oh, don't give me that look. I'm only kidding. Maybe. I work my hardest to keep this house in shape for him. Everything I do it for love. I really, truly love that man. The reason I'm so selfish all the time? I want him to show me how much he loves me. I want to see how far he'll go.
Lady, you are nuts.
Am I dreaming? What's going on? Something must be terribly wrong. You there, you've got to help me. It's my wife. She's doing chores.
Yeah, okay, that's... yeah. I don't believe that you're you're a good wife. After that. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we're gonna go into the bar. Let's see if... no, he's not here. Come on, he's in town. I know that they said that much. Maybe they're somewhere else in the East Block, then?
I've thought long and hard about it, and you know what? I need to cultivate my inner beauty to meet a wonderful man. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could both bring out the best of each other? Seems like that super lame Duke's come back to the capital. What? Seriously? But you know that Duke. Don't you think he's a little cute?
Okay.
Today's finally the last day of this fun trip. From tomorrow on, it's back to work as a housewife again.
Aw, poor. Aw, that's a shame.
Now, which way is the landing port?
Okay, well. Alright, well, let's kill that monster then, and then head over to the, We're gonna walk down to the Royal Avenue. I'm gonna stop that now. I don't know why I keep doing that. Okay, so yeah, last night I talked about the crossbell problem, or I alluded to the crossbell problem, and I wrote up a nice little ditty in the diary entry associated with that video, regarding it. I think that'll explain everything, but I'll just give you a quick, brief summary. Since I don't really have much else to talk about right now, I'm not currently reading a metric fuck ton of dialogue. Okay, so that's the... Oh, hey. Okay, so that's the monster. Cool. Wow, that was easy to find. Okay, so basically, back when this game would have come out, the crossbell problem was that Xseed wasn't able to release. Oh god, these fuckers. Missed. Okay, that one didn't though.
Let me show you the truth. Take that.
Oh, come on.
We're good to go.
Come on, survive, survive, survive. Ah, he's dead. Damn.
It can't be.
Well, that sucked. Okay, let's try this again. God damn, knock it off.
We're good to go.
Oh, come on. Damn it! Oh my god. Are you serious? Oh my god. Okay, I should be able to do this. I'm just trying to figure out how. Oh my god, just give me a turn already, for Christ's sake. Thank you. Are you serious? I don't even care if I die. This. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, so you're actually giving me first turn then, for once.
Let me show you the true essence. Take that.
Oh my god.
We're good to go. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's try to fill up everyone's AP gauge and then try again, I guess. Oh wait, I know where I need to go. I guess I need to go to the sewer. Ugh. Okay, that's one.
They messed with the wrong guy.
Two. Three. Four.
Oh, are we done already?
They messed with the wrong guy.
Ah, but they're both so close to leveling up. I'm gonna level up Zen and Olivier before we try again.
Piece of cake.
Ah, so close. All right. Let's see. Oh, hey. Found mystery paste. You find a message scratched along the bottom. Loot this chest and do your worst, but be warned, for ye be cursed. Mystery paste, huh? Wonder what that does. I mean, that's a dumb thing to say. Ooh. The real mystery is why anyone would eat this. Ah, come on.
To savor the victory, we earned it.
Well, at least Olivier leveled up. He's sort of my weak man down there.
Piece of cake.
Gonna try to level up those two just to.
Piece of cake.
Superior Guard actually heal him too? That's annoying.
Savor the victory. We earned it.
Oh boy.
Take that. They messed with the wrong guy.
For sale, reviving bomb, never used.
Nighty night, kitty cats. Enjoy the show.
The entire city's talking about the intelligence division. I wonder if the people working at the harbor facilities are okay.
The harbor isn't very far from here, is it? I need to keep Brienne safe while my husband is away. I don't want to see what happened to her in the coup d'etat ever happen again.
Whoa! Apparently a tank went on a rampage at the harbor. Rumors say the tank was headed for the castle, so it was going to go right past us? They told me not to go out today. Mr. Richard hasn't come to play much lately either. It's so boring. Oh. Oh, that's so sad. That's very sad, actually. There's been talk of this enormous orbital construct appearing around the harbor. Everyone's saying it's one of Professor Russell's crazy new weapons going on a rampage. Think it could be true? The rumors won't stop until there's some official report. I wish they'd say something already.
The Empire's got a sense of danger around it, but that's charming too. I'd love to go someday. Seems like some kind of incident happened. I wonder what exactly.
Alright, let's go to the hotel, heal up, and then we're gonna try to fight that monster again. Okay, 200 for the night. Hopefully having everyone's, super attacks fully charged will, be able to help me out. Oh, whoops, I think that's the wrong way. It's closer to the Sanctum Gate. Okay, no. That ain't it. Ah, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna save. Just overwrite that one. Exterminate.
Let me show you the truth. Take that.
Yeah, you're one down. How the fuck are they so fast? Damn it. So close. Good riddance. Okay. Come on! Seriously? Alright. Whew. Good riddance.
We're good to go.
Damn it.
How can I live?
We rule.
Okay. Whew. What a pain. Exterminated monster. I bet I could fish here. Gotcha! Ooh, rock eater. Alright, let's try a crab. Got a whole bunch of those. Carp. Ooh, a skull pendant. Alright, let's try a river snail then. Another carp. Ooh, reviving bombs. Okay, and let's try the dumplings. Liberal carp. But, anyway, let's see. Where was I before I got completely distracted with that fucking boss fight? Anyway, so, yeah, back in the day, the crossbell problem was that we didn't have crossbell. Nowadays, the problem is that we do have crossbell, but people think that it's wasting a slot in NISA's release schedule. That if we weren't just bothering with the crossbell games and we just stuck with the old fan translations, we would be getting Kuro 2 next year. Welcome to the Royal Villa. We've been instructed by Colonel Sid to let bracers enter. Feel free to come in.
Hello there, everyone. Your assistance was much appreciated on this case. Allow me to offer my thanks.
No. I don't know what we would have done if Julia hadn't come. You called Julia, right, Colonel?
Haha, yes, well. However, I think it all worked precisely because of your assistance. I hope the army can continue to rely on the guild's assistance, especially against the society.
Yeah.
Will you be departing the capital after this, Estelle?
Yeah, next we're headed to the boys region where the special ops guys appeared.
I thought so. Apparently, General Morgan has begun a large-scale investigation in Bose. Be careful over there, please.
Thanks. Good luck with the security of the signing ceremony on your end.
Yes, thank you. I promise I'll see it through.
We have a lot of things on display here, so it's pretty hard to keep it all clean. I like to think of it as a chance to show off my cleaning skills. La la la, la 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 la. Dust up, dust down, dust right and left.
Sure, you guys had the help of the Royal Guard, but I still don't have a clue how you were able to destroy that monster tank. You braces are incredible. Still, it's frustrating that we couldn't track that giant orbital construct. Something like that attacks again. How should we even respond?
Is this the communications room? Because it has a phone. It has a phone in it.
I'm only here today to accompany Ambassador Cochrane. If you're looking for Elsa, she is currently visiting Senator Walter. The soldiers brought out a map of Valeria Lake. They said they were going to search for a giant orbital doll on the lake, but whatever could that mean?
Poor Colonel Sid and his men haven't been able to get a wink of sleep. Being in the army must be hard. I hope they don't work themselves sick.
Ah, you all are. Is Renee not with you today?
Renee returned to her parents.
Really? You found her parents? I was worried, I admit, having heard some terrible events had occurred in the capital. I see. That's good to hear.
It's not good at all!
Eep.
I'm gonna catch her and drag her back.
Drag her back? Was there a problem with her parents? I've heard more stories than I would have cared for of parents taking out their troubles on the children or raising them in poor environments. Oh, God. Estelle, calm down.
Hello, everyone, and lovely to see you as always, Zin. I wasn't expecting to meet you here.
Haha! We were just passing through!
Hello, Ambassador Cochrane. Your timing is perfect. I received a report from library regarding that letter. Oh, you did? Yes, I've been told that it was subversive activity by remnants of the Intelligence Division and Special Ops Forces. Although I'm certain that Queen Alicia has long suspected as much. I have a hunch that there's more to it than that. Than what the reports say, however. Talking to foreigners always makes me so nervous. It's all a matter of experience and getting used to it. If you're a bracer, you need to be able to manage basic negotiations and conversations with anyone. Queen Alicia seems to be quite the suffering type, though I wonder if she isn't relieved to have the coup d'etat settled. I have also heard rumors in the embassy that you played quite a part in that affair. No, not at all. Just doing my job. As much as I would love to continue this conversation, I'm afraid you've come at a very busy time for me. I hope to get the chance to speak with you more next time, Estelle Bright. Sure. Well, if you'll excuse me.
This is my first time meeting Ambassador Cochrane. She has quite the sharp tongue.
I've told my husband time and time again, but he simply won't listen to me. He rattles on about political savviness, but he's hardly aware of his own meager position.
Alright, let's go back to Grand Cell then. Still want to find Niall and Dorothy, though. You know, just to catch up. I'm pretty sure they have a side quest for me, but I just have no fucking idea where they could possibly be. They're not at the... They're not at the villa, which is where you'd think they would be, considering the fact that, you know, they're trying to get that big story. Oh, whoops, wrong way. Here we go. Maybe they're at the port. Hey, D-rank! Hayes Quartz.
Good work. It seems you succeeded at your objective safely. If you complete any other tasks, come report again.
Hayes. I remember that from somewhere.
What does Haze do?
Haze. Enemies become unaware of presence. Ah, well, that sucks. I don't like that. I don't like that one at all.
Hi, Estelle. What's up? Huh? Are you sure? Well, I'll be here. Just call for me if you need me.
There's that gate. Agate. Why can I never I can never settle on how to pronounce his name. And that bugs me, honestly. Okay, let's see. So, let's see. We've checked a whole bunch of places. Maybe they are literally just on the town. Or maybe it's time to just check on out and head to the next area. You know, before we do, though, I'm just going to make a save file just in case this is like one of those, oh, you have to, you know, Oh, you have to press on. Because it's probably going to be like one of those, are you sure we're ready to go things? And it's like, I don't know, I'm not sure. The fact that you're asking me is making me second guess myself.
Haha, it's never boring with Aunt Anton.
Yeah, if you're a real man, you have to open your own road. The time to set forth has come.
Welcome. You're the party of bracers heading for Bose, correct? Yes, that's right. Very good. We've received your fare from Elnon. Are you ready to check in? Just like last time, we should wait here for the ship if we check in. Do you have any unfinished business here in Grancel?
Yes, we do.
Well, once your business is concluded, speak with me again.
All right, well, in that case.
I finally found what I want to do. That's why I plan on going to Bose to study.
Hearing about the intelligence division always puts me on edge. Thanks to them, our company and I suffered severe damages. It sure had my heart racing when those intelligence division guys appeared. If order is disrupted, it can make the tourism drop like a rock after all. I'm glad they were all caught.
I couldn't find any good wife candidates for my son, ultimately. How terribly frustrating. The Lynn just left port a bit ago. Next will be the westbound Cecilia coming into port.
Listen, you have to be good. Keep quiet.
Yeah, I promise. The final overall check is the job of the chief engineer, isn't it? More to the point, why are you talking to me like I'm in charge here? Really, why is it always like this?
No problems at all in the engine section. I finished tuning the orbital pressure. Is that everything then?
Wait, could have sworn I saw. No, I guess not. Because I was seeing things.
The new engine's capabilities are really something, but it looks like we'll still need to do multiple flight tests to gather data. We've also got to think about tuning the machine to make the most out of its output. I'd like to get Professor Russell's opinion at some point.
Like how we don't even get to see the fucking signing ceremony. We just basically fuck off. All right. Okay. Okay. So that's the Erebonian embassy. Okay. I have one last idea for something I want to try before we move on. How long have I been at this today? Actually, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
All right. So.
Oh, hey guys. Anything I can help with? I'd be more than happy to help.
Together now.
Your aid, please.
Oh, hi Estelle. What's up? Yeah, I can come with you.
Great.
They're all just hanging out. They're drinking buddies. I love it. I love that they're all drinking buddies.
Good day. Oh, of course. You need the power of my genius. Not to worry, I understand entirely.
Great.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go not that way. Let's check out to see if having Chloe with me lets me get into the castle, because I feel like that's gonna be necessary.
Yep. Princess, will you be entering the castle?
Yes, please.
If it is Her Highness's order.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Please enter. Oh, my wounds still hurt, but I'm glad we could stop that tank from getting into the city. The intelligence division invented something truly mad.
Apparently, Canon was captured during yesterday's events. The politicians were overjoyed, calling it a big roundup, but... Isn't there still the captain of the special ops on the loose?
We'll be heading out to the villa a day in advance to start prepping the food for the event. There's going to be a lot of important people, so we need to keep close track of our ingredients. Not only could food poisoning turn a motion for peace into an international incident, it could potentially stain Mr. Gervais' name as a chef. There will be a party held to celebrate the signing ceremony at the villa. I'm currently whipping up a possible menu for the buffet I'm planning. On my honor as a chef, I shall serve the best food I'm able to ensure the signing process goes smoothly. The signing ceremony goes smoothly. Let's see, I need to make sure I don't miss anything crucial for the food stocks. We're gonna start getting real busy soon. Those intelligence division types, developing something like that in secret? If the captain hadn't come, who knows what would have happened to the capital? The commander used to be some amazingly skilled man. He was called the Demon Commander. Makes you wonder what kind of man he was.
Princess, you and the Royal Guard really saved our butts this time, Julia. It was all thanks to Colonel Sid Swift and appropriate judgment. And if Father Kevin hadn't been there, it still might have been Canone's win. Captain Amalthea's over at Lyston Fortress now, right? I've heard that she's willing to talk about Renee and the Society. If you want to know about Canone, I can tell you she understands the severity of the situation and her own role in this. All she needs is the right chance. You must know Captain Amalthea pretty well, Julia. She was a rival, but our rivalry was one where we brought out the best of each other back in the military academy. I don't think that changed even after I went to the Royal Guard, and she was assigned to the intelligence division. Thinking about it, I may be who I am now because of her. I don't think that something like this settles things between us at all. Julia?
Nope. Nuh-uh. Wait, bookshelf? No. Nope. Nuh-uh.
Canone has been captured? With her out of the picture, that's finally the end of the intelligence division, I suppose. I'm sure that's a weight off Julia's shoulders. Justice wins in the end, as it must.
Did you guys all think that Julia was evil? Okay, I'm gonna try talking to the queen. Hey, Queenie, how's it going? Hey, Nani Nani, hey, Nani Nani, hey.
Why, Claudia and Estelle. I've already received a report about Canone's deeds from Julia. Though truly, she was a problem I should have solved personally. Estelle, everyone, I am so very sorry for this mess. No, not at all. Besides, Renee, the one behind this, isn't a total stranger to us. Yes, I'd heard. For a small child like that to be a member of the society was, frankly, a shock. Her and the existence of her giant orbital construct could cause confusion among the citizenry, so I'm considering keeping it a secret for now. It is frustrating, but it's probably for the best. Yes, depending on the situation, it could even cause significant effects internationally. It'd go that far? Yeah, next time I meet Renee, she is so getting a spanking for this. You may leave searching for them to Cassius and General Morgan. I intend to do everything I can on my end as well. For now, that means I must see the signing ceremony through safely. I know you'll see it through, Your Highness. Estelle, I know it won't be easy, but I need you to stay strong. Of course. And Claudia. Yes? I look forward to hearing your answers soon. Yes, Grandmother. Well then, everyone, take care.
Okay, well, in that case, we're gonna talk to Hilda. I mean, I love the story stuff, honestly. I mean, it's a shame that I'm streaming this just because it's like now I feel sort of, you know, obligated to go fast. You know, gotta go fast and all that.
I've heard tell that Duke Denon was taken as a hostage in last night's events. And that's what he gets for wandering out and about so late. He was even put under house arrest at the villa, but I see now that he hasn't learned a thing.
Well, I mean, honestly, that time it wasn't his fault, though.
So the last of the intelligence division have been caught, have they? Justice served in my book. Those ruffians were nothing but trouble for all of us. We must have them pay for their crimes, together with Colonel Richard.
Yeah, you guys are kind of like a little hardcore there. Like even the queen isn't like, hey, let's kill these fuckers. But you're like, hey, let's kill these fuckers. I wonder where Duke Denon's room is. Okay, that's a throne room, so that's not it. Oh, there he is.
To think such unknown and mysterious people are traveling about in Libro.
Wow. Don't think I've ever seen such a serious look on his face. It seems like this recent event has made my uncle much more aware of the existence of the society. Perhaps he has his own thoughts on the matter.
My, why if it isn't Miss Estelle?
Philip?
Allow me to offer my sincerest gratitude for rescuing the Duke.
No, thank you for looking after everyone, Philip.
No, not at all. I fear I am most pitiable. I fear I'm most pitiable. That is the most I could do, unfortunately.
But it's because of you it's because you were there that we could go off to the harbor without having to worry about everyone, so... In that sense, the fact that the Duke was saved was thanks to you, Philip.
Miss Estelle, what gracious words! I am not worthy. I hope the Duke finds us a chance to change.
It's great to hear that Captain Kanone was captured. Now we've got to pass a budget to repair harbor facilities. Sweet ideas, please let this be the end of it. Phew! Well, that solves the mystery of the forged budgets. Seems the missing funds were used in the development of the Orgyle. If they'd finished that thing in time for the coup d'etat, I wonder how things would have turned out. It's horrifying to even think about.
Lady Claudia, Estelle. That letter was no mere prank, was it? To think the former intelligence division was involved. Yeah, really. I didn't think it'd come to fighting Captain Amalthea. To Kanone. The Colonel truly was everything. As a fellow woman, I can empathize with her actions and her feelings. You have such a kind heart, Hilda. Now we must wait for the Queen to provide her sanction. On top of preparing for the signing ceremony, cleaning up after this, I'm worried for the Queen's health.
God, he's not that old. What do you mean cleaning up? Aren't you the one cleaning up here? Okay. Well, that ended up being a bust.
That tank was horrifying! The number one at our house is definitely Mom. Dad's gonna just keep getting wrapped around her little finger his whole life.
Poor Dad. Yep, I need to keep command of our little group. Listen up, time to work like crazy and get some vacation money.
Seems like he's gotten some of his energy back, too.
Let's see, I know his favorite hangout was always the coffee house. Okay, yeah, he's not there. Not here either. Yeah, where the fuck are those guys? I really want to say goodbye to Niall and Dorothy before we head out, but... Okay, let's talk to... Maybe he knows again. Maybe he has more... Hey, sounds like you had a late lunch, but thanks for help. He just went out with Dorothy a bit ago. They said they were going to poke around town and do a little digging about last night's... Oh, okay, I know where they're hiding. They're at the harbor. Okay, so we need to go to the harbor, then. Or try to go to the harbor, I guess?
Bringing an orbital tank. Ideas, talk about going all out. Sorry, but the harbor is currently in the middle of rebuilding. It'll probably be a while before we can let you in again.
Okay, so maybe he's like trying to fight his way in through the northern block, then? Yeah, since that also has an entrance to the harbor. Let's see. Because if he's trying to find out about that, then that would imply that... Okay, that's the east block. That's the hotel. That's south block. Honestly, could have sworn there was like a second entrance to them. Let's see. Gransell Castle, east block, south block. Maybe it's something on the east block then? I mean, that's possible, right? Okay, let's try the east block. Okay, let's see. Landing port. Yeah. South Block. South Block. Yeah, embassies. Forget it. Apparently this guy's determined to visit the History Museum. Since we're on vacation, I want to go somewhere else today. Please, just yesterday wasn't enough time to get a real look at it. Okay, well in that case, let's go. I am fine with moving that. I'm fine with leaving that. Hello, will you be checking in? All done. Very well. I will contact the guild branch and call the rest of your party. Estelle's group began to wait for the next passenger ship. Now there are 7 of us.
Thank Idios, we made it in time!
Yep, I knew it. Okay, fair enough.
Huh? Niall and Dorothy? Estelle?
Phew, thought we'd missed you. We stopped by the guild, but they said you'd left already. Glad we managed to catch you before your flight.
What's wrong? I thought we told you everything about the case last night.
It ain't that. We've got something to tell you personally. You mind speaking with us, alone-like?
Me? Shara? Go ahead, Estelle. Hear them out. I'll be sure to save you a seat. Thanks, Shara. Good day, then, Niall, Dorothy. Bye-bye. Yeah, bye-bye. Okay, so what's all this about? What's so... Olivier, why are you still here?
Think of me as a stone in the pavement, a butterfly gracing the wind. Please speak freely. Pay me no mind.
I swear.
That's one hell of a talkative stone.
She's gonna like her.
I thought this might be the case when I didn't see him on board.
Cheryl, just
Let's get you to your seat, my dear Lenheim.
She drags him away. No. God. Dorothy doesn't know what's up.
He's the same as always, then.
Pretty much. Dorothy, you look kind of out of it. Even more so than usual, I mean. What's wrong? I thought you were off taking photos in Bose. Yeah, I, just got back this morning. Estelle? Wait, I remember. You were off at that old fort in the Misty Valley. The one they're using as a military train. Wait, isn't that...
Finally twigged to it, huh? That's the base the bandits raided last night. Dorothy here was literally on the scene when those thugs took their ship back.
Oh man, okay. So you came out here to tell us what happened? Aw, thanks, I appreciate it.
To tell you what happened. You might say that.
Huh?
The hell with it. It's 1,000 words or a picture. Dorothy, hand it over.
Yes, sir. Estelle, don't go crazy about this, okay? Pictures don't always tell the whole truth, forever, or something. Or did I just insult my... What's all this about? Why do you look so serious? I took this picture.
Dorothy handed Estelle a single photograph. Yep, there he is.
Let's see. I recognize him as Tomboy, the bandit over there. And that would be... What?
I'm holding off on giving this army to the photo for the moment. What the fuck? I'm holding off on giving this photo to the army for the moment. I won't run it in the paper either. I'll let you deal with it how you want.
Chapter 3, The Mad Tea Party End. Well, well, that sure was. Okay, let's continue on then. Nebel Valley. Oh, hey, it's... Oh, wait, no, that's a different cabin area that I remember from the previous game. Oh, hey, it's Mueller.
Please, this way. It seems to be in perfect condition. Your men have been maintaining it since its capture, then. Well, we've used it for flight practice a number of times. Even flew it myself a few times. I'm curious. As a man with experience, how would you say it handles? Amazingly, I'd say. Its speed and agility are superior to even our military patrol ships. It's one of the high-speed classes made by the Renford Company some years back, right? That was a bit of a surprise, begging your pardon, Major. I always tend to think of airships as a Liberalian thing, you know? None taken. And yes, it's ours, but the armor is frighteningly thin compared to your ships, and it carries few weapons. At the same time, however, it's far too expensive and non-expendable to use as a scout vessel. Airships of this type frankly have little military value. Huh, I see. Well, it's a good ship, though. Feels like a waste. In Erebonia, ships of this type are really little more than toys of the nobility and newly wealthy. I'm sure those bandits obtained it in a similar fashion. Right, they're the family of Baron Capua, right? Correct? Former Baron, Captain. With the loss of their land, their family's been stripped of the title as well. In fact, the creditor who issued the original title loan on this airship has requested we return it to them. I see. Sounds like a bit of a mess. Regardless, the fact of the matter is, formal imperial nobility have caused Liberal a great deal of hardship. You have my apologies. Don't worry, it wasn't that big a problem. So when would you like to take it? In a few days, at the earliest. I would imagine you're busy with a few things as well. No, it's nothing. Dregs of the old intelligence division is all. It's really just the final thrashings of a dying beast. We'll have them all in stocks before the month's out, mark my words.
Wow, it's way different from the last time I was here.
Oh my god, I chose the right one, too.
Wow, it's way different. Oh, the Sky Bandits ship! I didn't know it was still here. Neat! Ah, it's so nice. Very cutely lit by the night sky and everything.
Excuse me, Missy. You mind getting permission before snapping pictures?
Oh! And the misty valley's all glowy and stuff from the light of the moon. Hey, it's so magical and cute. Okay, say cheese.
Listen to me, woman! Who is that? Ah, her. Liberal news photographer, if I remember right. She visited, more like pushed her way in, really, to write an article on the training ground we're running. She had an appointment earlier. Didn't think she'd be around, this late.
Wow! I've never seen a uniform like that. And you're really tall, too. Hey, what squad are you a member of?
No, I'm...
Oops, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry. I'm Dorothy Hyatt. I'm a camera woman for the Liberal News. I'm here to get a lot of pictures of the new training grounds for a special edition.
I'm Mueller of the Erebonian Imperial Military, here on a diplomatic mission on behalf of my country.
No way! Erebonian Army, man? Wow, I've never seen one of you guys before. I was living in Grand Cell during the war, you see.
Is that so? Sir, may I have a moment? What is it, soldier? Communication from headquarters, sir. There's been a change in the movements of the intelligence remnants. Man, I'm tired. Isn't it time to change watch yet? Who the hell think a level 2 alert would be this boring, eh? Wish that girl would come back this way at least. What, that chick with the glasses? You got weird tastes, man. She's unique, sure, but did you see her? She's got that cute nerd thing going on. I'm just saying, I wouldn't mind getting to know her, you know? We'll go indulge her camera fetish. Ha, well, go indulge your camera fetish once you're on break. Still, what the hell are those Intel leftovers even thinking? Hiding out in the Ravenous mine like a bunch of monsters? The hell, man. Who knows with those guys? The minds of crazy elites like them ain't like yours or mine, my friend. Good work, you two.
Ah, Captain, sir.
Captain, all's clear, sir. Great, good. Listen up. The remnants of the Intelligence Division showed up in Grand Cell. All members, including former Captain Amalthea, are in custody. For serious, sir? We're standing down from alert then, sir? About that. What they're calling a giant flying orbital puppet showed up in the capital. We're currently searching for its whereabouts. A flying puppet? Like a doll? You sure HQ isn't, pulling your leg, sir? Hell if I know, Private. Regardless, we're to maintain alert status until dawn. Sorry, gentlemen, but I need you to remain at your posts. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. You gotta be kidding. A giant flying puppet? What, someone launch a huge toy out of a cannon or something? Who knows. You heard the captain, though. Intel guys are done and dusted. We aren't gonna get attacked out here. All we gotta do is stand around until we get relieved. Yeah. Huh? What's up? Thought I heard... Ah! Bleh. Hey, what's wrong?
Not bad, Joshua. Impressive. That was what, half an instant? Yeah, that was kinda cool. It was nothing. Knocking out inattentive guards like this is trivial. Ah, yeah, I bet. Geez, can't you take a compliment for at least once?
Are you sure the Bobcat's here, though? I would have thought they'd move it to that fort across the lake.
All the information I have says it's here. They're even using it for flight training, so it should be in working order. Heh, well, that suits us just fine. We'll need the Bobcat's ignition key to start it up, though. Got a plan for getting that? I suspect the guard captain we saw has it. They're probably keeping it until they hand it over to the Imperial Army along with the ship. In other words, we need to crack some skulls to get it back. Let's avoid killing anyone if we can. I'd rather not make more of an enemy out of the Royal Army than absolutely necessary. We should hide and avoid confrontation with any patrolling guards. Boy, you sure make it sound simple. Not that I'll complain about not killing anyone, though.
Naturally. The Kapua family will never resort to murder on my watch.
True, but so much for our great run of villainy, huh? Maybe that guy was right. Hey, what's so funny?
It's nothing. We've no time. Let's begin.
Okay.
Finally. All right, let's do this.
Oh my god, we get to play as Joshua? We get to play as Joshua again? It's been so long. Hello again, old friend. It's so nice to see. Autosaving. Oh yeah, that's right. There's an autosave in this game as well. Okay, so yeah, no, this is like just literally run there. Oh, hey, there's a chest. Found Curia Bomb. This chest's contents have already gone on to a better place. Your pockets. Shit, now I kind of want to check all the rooms I skipped. There was a chest in that one. There could be a chest in some others, too.
Right, almost time for a guard change. Time to make my way over there. What is it?
This is bad. Kyle, hand me one of those S2 bombs I gave you. Quickly!
Sure.
Huh? What the? Ag! What the? What?
Can't stay awake.
Holy crap, that was quick!
An S2 sleeping gas bomb, huh?
That took effect far faster than any gas bomb I know of. You blend it yourself?
I did. The recipe's a trade secret, though. Whatever, eh? Let's keep moving.
Found EP charge. Inside the chest is emptiness. That's all there ever is. Eternal and indeterminable. Found feather brooch. You got away with running your hands down this random chest once. Don't push your luck. Oh, okay. Let's see. Feather brooch. Prevents faint. I mean, he's gonna be like super powerful now, isn't he?
This is the room we used as the headquarters.
Huh, seems they're doing the same. Even put a phone in here. And they left it unguarded. Talk about careless.
Looks like this is the guard captain's room. If we wait in ambush here, they're already back. We'll hit them when they come in.
What? Huh?
Too late. Preemptive attack.
Oh, so they're so I don't even get to play as them, huh? Okay, that sucks. I don't like that. Death scream, huh? Paint round. Level 72? Yeah, we're not getting him back for a while, are we?
Good, he has it.
Received. Bobcat ignition key.
Huh, well that was easy. Hell of a takedown, though.
Hey, Joshua? Were you going easy on us the last time we fought?
What do you mean?
I mean that you're crazily, superhumanly strong and fast. You aren't even the same person you were when we fought back then.
I wasn't holding back. Let's just say my switch hadn't been flipped.
You what now?
I'll spare you the details. It's enough to say that with the switch flipped, I am utterly focused on logical analysis and action which will further my goals. That's the only difference.
Okay, I think I get it. Well, not really.
The power used is the same, but now you're using it in a more effective manner. That it? That's one way to think of it, yes. Well, either way, you're quite the beast now. I think you could even cross swords with that special ops lieutenant at this point.
Ah, right, that Lawrence guy. He was a society agent, wasn't he?
No, I couldn't defeat him. My training and abilities are specialized in covert operations and guerrilla warfare. In a one-on-one fight, the Blade Lord would defeat me in moments. The Blade Lord?
You mean that Lawrence guy, right?
Yes. As long as he is there, I cannot fight the society head-on. I can only live up to my namesake, the Black Fang. I can only live up to my namesake, the Black Fang. All I can do is bite at them from the darkness.
Joshua?
That's, kinda heavy. It doesn't cover half of it, really. We don't have time for this. Come, we need to move.
I was kind of hoping we could actually get to control these guys, but, hey, found attack. Ooh, attack 3. Excuse me, that wasn't meant for you. Put it back. Okay, we already got that. Those two. Okay, if that's the way forward, then let's check out this. Here we go. Found Tierra Bomb. Well, could you at least ask before opening me? kind of at least want to get to the title card before. Oh, hey, a monster. He doesn't even get a win pose. Okay, so I guess that means that eventually we are going to be able to play as What's-Her-Face, but not the other two. Found EP charge. You found a fine layer of dust. Night Owl.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Huh. Kind of surprised that actually gave me a lot of... You know, whatever. Found EP charge.
You obtained the Emperor's new clothes.
Not. Okay, that's a good one.
You threw off my groove.
Ah, such a wonderful meal. I moved to tears.
Hearing you say that makes the work worth it, miss. How about you, sir? Does it rate compared to Erebonian cooking? Oh, I'd rather say so, yes. It's like manna from heaven compared to the slop they feed us in the Imperial military.
Really?
What kind of food does the Erebonian army prepare? If you could tell me, sir. Let's see. Corned beef that tastes of nothing but salt, beans so overcooked they have no texture, and bread that is more than a bit stale. You'll always find those three at least. I see what you mean, sir.
Wow, that's awful. Is that why you guys attack people so often? Because your food is yucky?
That's...
Come on, Missy, don't be cruel.
Well, I'd certainly like to believe we're not that kind of country. Still, feeding a large army takes a great deal of food, and serving low-quality food allows it to be done more cheaply. That does factor into why the meals served in our... that does factor into why the military meals... That does factor into why the meals served in our military are lacking, I imagine.
Wow, sucks to be you guys.
Yeah, I'm glad things aren't like that over here.
Joshua, what's up?
Oh, the people within are eating. They probably won't be getting up for a while, so let's just sneak past.
Got it.
Let's keep moving.
Okay, that looks like a way forward. Is that... Ah, here we go. Found Tiara Bomb. When you gaze long enough into the empty chest, the chest gazes back into you. Found EP charge. Unable to see the bottom of this ostensibly empty chest, you drop a pebble into it. You don't hear it hit the bottom. Probably best just to leave. Found Tier All Bomb. Aw, man! Nothing again? Jeez. Oh, hey. Rat Spring. Wait, those things are rats?
Told you I could handle this.
A juicy bone. Found EP charge 2. This chest is as empty as my well of creativity after writing all of these messages. After these messages, we'll be right back. Okay, let's check the other way then. Let's see. Oh, hey. Found Tiara Bomb. Was returning here another bright idea? Oh, God. Another bright idea. Oh, hey. Surprise attack indeed.
That's that. Let's move out.
Okay, so, alright. So, yeah, it was a good idea to go back there just because that was, dropped the ball. Dropped the ball.
Ugh! Ugh! My beautiful, perfect Bobcat! How I've missed you!
Looks like they kept it fixed up at least.
Just what you'd expect from the Liberian... just what you'd expect from the Liberian Royal Army. They know how to treat an airship, if nothing else.
I know this is a happy reunion, but we're very short on time. We have the ignition key. Let's get in the air.
Right. Just give me a second here.
Let us enjoy the moment a little.
Alrighty, all aboard.
How do we get on? Oh, just sort of... Over there!
Hells!
Damn it, they found us! The Sky Bandits! How'd they... They must be the ones who knocked out the captain! Get them!
No choice then.
Nap time, suckers.
Oh man, I can't. I wish I'd used that then. Okay, let's see. Wait, really? That's what we're gonna... Wow, that actually kind of sucked, honestly. All right, in that case, shit. Oh, good, he unfroze. But I didn't! Oh no, I'm frozen. This is kind of the worst, actually. Oh, good, I'm unfrozen.
Not done yet.
Oh wow, they changed up his win quote.
And down for the count.
That won't be the last of them. I'll hold them here. Get the Bobcat ready for launch.
Right. Will be just a minute.
Josette, why aren't you boarding?
My brothers can get the Bobcat and my brothers can get the Bobcat in the air just fine. I'm gonna stay here and back you up.
But
Haha, no buts. You know, you try acting all cool, but you're kinda nearsighted. Despite the whole blarg emotional distance you are my chess pieces thing, you've been really helping us out. A lot. Do you really think we, are just gonna dump you here and run at this point?
well, I do think I'm a fairly good judge of character, especially with someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, like a certain bandit I know.
Hey, who wears their heart on their sleeve? I could say the same about you, Buster.
Huh, I thought it was a bit noisy in here.
Oh wow, it's Mueller time.
What?
The Kapua Sky Bandits! What perfect timing you have! And he's with you no less! You remembered me.
What the? Oh crap, what's an Erebonian army guy doing here? And, wait a second, you know him?
We've met, briefly. You're here to collect the ship prior to the pact signing, I suspect.
Exactly. To be perfectly frank, I could not care less if you take that ship and fly to the moon. Now that I am here, however, I cannot simply let you pass. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Major Mueller Vander of the Imperial Army's 7th Armored Division.
Oh man.
Be careful. This won't be a normal fight.
I'd say that's due more to you, Joshua. Regardless. On your guard! Let's see. Okay, he has no weaknesses. speed up. Oh, God. Oh, crap. Okay. That's definitely not good. I'm getting my ass handed to me here. Oh my god. Oh my god, are you... Oh, wow. Okay. So losing her doesn't lose the fight then. That's surprising, actually. Alright, let's see. So... Oh god, alright. Oh crap, he... Oh! Dick! Oh god. Oh no, I lost?
Ugh! No way! How the hell is he?
Master level swordplay, and your last name is Vander. I think I can guess who Olivier must be in that case. If we're discussing identities, yours was certainly a surprise. Joshua Estray, lost child of Hamel. What?
Huh?
As we thought. I guess even that idiot's guesses can be right sometimes.
Joshua?
May I ask then, Major Vander, how do you know about that? So you do have a killer's gleam in your eye after all. I'll give you all I have then, Enforcer.
Wait, no!
And it lives. Oi! Josette, Joshua, hop on!
Right. Joshua, come on! What are you doing? What? Stop them! Whoa, a photo op!
Whoa, a photo op. She's shooting too. They're all shooting. I love it. Oh, hell! What happened to the commander? Get Hack and Gate on the line.
Huh? I think I've seen that boy somewhere before. What does this mean? I gotta tell Niall.
I wonder which of us really escaped here. I'm greener than I thought, I suppose. Even so, Hamel, Seems I've no choice but to help him after all.
Bam. Airliner, Cecilia. Dun, 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 dun.
Can't believe this. This is definitely Joshua, tossing on a scarf, trying to look cool, huh? Hope you're taking care of yourself. Joshua really is still in Liberal. What's he doing helping those bandits? Why won't he let me help him? Joshua, you idiot! Doing crazy stuff like attacking an army base? And your eyes are so cold, like when we first met. And why do you look like you're getting along so well with that stupid tomboy? Estelle? What?
I knew it was.
Oh, Shara. Sorry.
I knew it was gonna be her.
I thought I heard your dulcet tones from all the way across the ship. I was worried when you just wandered off like that, Estelle. What's wrong? Air sickness finally getting to you? No, don't worry. I'm not sick or anything, really. Well, all right. The weather is fantastic today. To think there are people plotting dark deeds under a peaceful sky set.
God.
To think there are people plotting dark deeds under a peaceful sky like this. It's enough to make the cold steel in your blood run cold. You know, at a temperature of 0. You know, blood so blue that it's azure. It threatens our reverie.
Why do I keep doing that every time?
Goddess, what fools these mortals be. Yeah. Estelle, honey, you don't need to suffer alone, all right? I won't ask what you talked about with Niall, but always remember you have friends you can rely on. And you'll always, always have me. Of course, if you really want to sort it out on your own, that's fine. But every one of us wants to help you if we can.
Even Agate? Well, not him.
Don't forget that. Shara? That's all, don't worry. It'll be a while before we reach Bose. The ship will be stopping in Roland on the way, though. So remember to get in your seat before then. I will! Relying on others, huh? Maybe speaking to everyone for a bit will clear my head.
So suddenly, Anton decides he absolutely needs to go to Bose. This happens a lot, so I'm tagging along to keep an eye on him. Could be fun playing tourist while I'm along for the ride, at least. I'm not one to smolder away in the capital. That's not me. No siree. I'm going to travel liberal, wherever my legs can take me. I know that somewhere out there, there's someone who needs me, and I'm gonna find that someone.
Buddy, you are riding an airship. Your legs aren't taking you jack shit.
I'm off to study the Hacken Gate near Bose. It's arguably the most important landmark in the history of the 100 Days' War. And I plan on combing over every crack in the wall of that landmark, let me tell you.
When I get to the Hacken Gate, I'm gonna take so many photos you don't even know. I've always wanted to get a picture of a place as striking as the Hacken Gate, so now's my chance.
I've heard Roland has a lot of nice fishing spots. Roland itself isn't too famous, though, so they're all kind of secret. I should try them before someone writes a guide or something.
Roland up next, I'm not going there today, but I'd like to spend some time on a farm there someday. Delicious food, clean mountain air, the perfect place to refine one's beauty. Plus my guy wants to go fishing, so there'd be something for him to do as well. I couldn't find any girls Rinnan would like, even in Gransel. What am I going to do for that boy? I'm just glad I met this girl to talk to on the trip back. I'm sure Rinnan would like her a lot, but... That lady said she runs a store in the city of Roland. I'm part of the staff for Edels and Gransel, so we got talking about that. I bet it'd be wonderful to run your own store. Who cares if it's a tiny hole in the wall, even? Oh, I wish I could have a store of my own someday.
Oh, they go bang!
It wasn't so long ago I thought real peace with the Empire would have been impossible. Now it's almost upon us. This is a real victory for Queen Alicia's diplomatic efforts, I suppose. Tomorrow's the day they finally signed the Non-Aggression Pact. It's been 10 years now since the 100 Days War. It's been 10 years now since the 100 Days War. Perhaps it is time we make proper peace with the Empire.
That passenger's a student from the Royal Academy, isn't she? Yeah, I can definitely tell she is. You get a real sense of refinement from every movement she makes.
Hello, Estelle. Chloe! So this is where you've been hiding. Yes? Yes? Yes. It's a lovely view, isn't it? I'm guessing you're on one of your airship walks. Yeah, kind of felt the need. What's happened to Joshua? What? How did you... Thought so. So that was what Niall wanted to talk to you about. Did you just bait me, princess? Well, I am the possible heiress to a nation. Heiress, what the fuck am I saying? Well, I am the possible heiress to a nation. Let's just say I'm well educated in secret royal bargaining tactics and leave it at that. I'm no match for you, really. Yeah, it's about Joshua, all right. So Joshua's safe and even still in the borders of Liberal. But there's some element to it that means you can't be happy about it. Is that about it? That is it, isn't it? Chloe, you aren't a princess. You're a freaking mind reader. You ask me, you've got this queen thing in the bag. Thanks. Still, that's good. Joshua's safe. Even knowing he's okay is a relief. Yeah, I was happy to find that out too, but... Estelle? Chloe, you remember when we went... Chloe, you remember when we went to arrest Dalmor, right? And how Joshua responded when Dalmor threatened me with that gun? I do, yes. If I said that Joshua's eyes are like that, right now, what would you think? Oh, Sorry, Chloe. I shouldn't really drop questions like that on you without context. No, it's fine. I can understand at least a little why you're so worried. Yeah. And, on a note that's totally in no way related at all, like, yeah, it totally has nothing to do with anything, totally hypothetical, but, what would you say if while I'm here worrying my butt over him, he's with another girl? How old? About the same age as us? To answer this hypothetical question, I'd find myself uninterested in any excuses Joshua would have to make. I know, right? It'd be totally out of line. Certainly. Just what are you thinking, Joshua? Yeah, my current plan is to have Olivier sing at him for an hour. Yeah, my current plan is to have Olivier sing at him for an hour, and then we'll hear everything. We'll sing at him. Thanks, Chloe. I feel a little bit better now. You're welcome, Estelle. I'm glad I could help you. Once I get my head on a bit straighter, I'll tell everyone what's happened. Can you keep quiet until then? Of course. I think I'll head back to my seat. Okay, see you later.
Oh wow, she just disappeared. Wait, everyone's sitting up here. Well, not everyone. Oh, I guess Tita isn't up here. Well, let's go talk to Tita then.
Tita, what you doing? Oh, Estelle, I was kind of thinking about things. Things? Like what? Well, Estelle, I'm not really reliable, am I? Huh? You seem like you're worried about something. But is it something I can't help with? Oh man, even Tita sees right through me. I knew it! I knew it was kind of selfish to ask to come along, and I'm not really much help. I couldn't even stop Renee. I'm just holding you back, aren't I? Tita, oh you little dummy, you're worried about that? But, I'm not really worried, you see. It's more like I'm confused about something. I don't think it's really something anyone can solve for me, so I just need some time to think on my own, okay? But Estelle, isn't there anything I can do to help? You bet there is.
Aww.
Huh? This is so relaxing, so soft, so cuddly, so warm. I could squeeze you all day. Aw, Estelle! Tita, having you along is a big help, okay? I don't just mean your mechanical knowledge, even though that's part of it. Just seeing you smile cheers me up a lot. Oh, even Renee looked like she had a lot of fun when she was playing with you, right? Now, maybe that was all just an act to fool us so she could do evil Ouroboros stuff or something. But you know what? Somehow I can't believe it was all a lie. You reached her. I know it. You really think so? Oh, I hope so. There's that smile. Excellent. Your smile's the best, you know. Now you're also so cute and huggable when you're all sniffly and sad, but... Oh, Estelle. Thank you, Estelle. Thank you. I'm gonna go back to my seat, okay? Okay, see you in a bit.
Hello, come to see the view from the bridge? The green rolling hills of Roland, when viewed from up here, are something else, eh? Staring at such a sea of green is calming and healing somehow. The green rolling hills and... okay, so he just repeats the last one. No need to alter course at the moment, helmsman. You may leave the rudder as it is. Keep our course steady. We'll be starting our descent to Roland soon. Helm, maintain current course for the moment. Roland's winds are as calm as ever today. Wah-doo-doo. Yes, understood. Maintaining current course. La-di-da-da. Wow-whoa. Doot-doo-da-dee-doo-da-doo. Do. God. Oh, shit. Oh, hey, it's Olivia.
I see. No, actually, the reporter came to talk to Estelle. Estelle seemed bothered after they spoke. I did wonder what... Well, that answers that. Yes, that's fine. We didn't report anything to the Royal Army yet. I imagine he has predicted all of this anyway. I called it perfectly, no? Well, to be honest, it was little more than a wild guess. But I suppose even jokes can be true sometimes. Even the bad ones. I know. You needn't raise your voice so, my friend. Regardless, you're to see to our preparations the moment you return to the Imperial capital. Yes, so that he might intervene if possible. As always, you have my special thanks. Ah, Joshua, to think you'd be a match for Mueller. I suppose I should have expected nothing less from one of Ouroboros' chosen. Still, that's one guess I dearly wish hadn't been true.
What's true now?
Estelle!
And what the heck are you whispering about down here? You and... Huh? Olivier, who are you talking to?
Whatever could you mean? Do you truly believe I would engage in a secret soiree with a woman other than my Estelle?
I can only pray, but come on. I know I heard you talking with someone.
Oh my! You heard me talking to myself, did you?
Talking to yourself?
Well, talking to myself like a madman wouldn't be quite accurate. I was going over lines from a play I once performed in, when I was the leading man.
Play lines? But why here?
Our destination, Bose, is the closest city in Liberal to my homeland. As we draw closer to it, I must confess I feel the pull of homesickness. I feel that memories of home cannot help but tumble from my mouth.
Oh, okay. Do you think I have cottage cheese for a brain or something?
Well...
You know, there's a lot of suspicious things about you, Olivier. I remember you were talking with Dad about something secret, too. You mind coming straight with me about why you're really here?
To think you've become such a bloodhound for the truth. You've grown, Estelle.
I've had good teachers. So talk already, Mr. Erebonian suspicious person.
Allow me to relieve some of your worries in exchange for my silence. I would ask that you grant me that small favor. You are troubled over the theft of the bandit... You're troubled over the theft of the...
God.
You're troubled over the theft of the bandit airship, yes? I do not think that will prove to be a problem.
What? Why not?
You recall our earlier conversation? The fact that the bandits are led by former Erebonian nobility is an embarrassing blemish on the Empire's image. Liberal does not wish to exacerbate the issue any more than we do, however, as it could impede the signing of the pact. So if anything, the theft of the ship at this exact moment conveniently sweeps aside a problem.
Is that really how it would work?
Well, if the bandits return to their old ways in Liberal skies, that will be a different story. I find it unlikely they would be so foolish, however.
That's true. If nothing else, Joshua won't let them steal from others. Wait, how do you know they won't return to piracy?
Why did you agree? Now then, I think I shall return to my seat. Would you care to join me?
I think I'll pass. Hey, Olivier, can I ask you one thing before you go?
Naturally.
Okay, look, there's a lot that I don't know about you, and you seem to like keeping your Okay, look, there's a lot I don't know about you, and you seem to like to keep your distance from everyone. But even so, I think you're a really important part of the team. I believe, and maybe it's crazy as hell, I don't know, but I do, that I can trust you, no matter what. Oh, geez, that came out kind of sappy. What I'm saying is, Hey, what's with the drippy dinner plate eyes?
No, it's nothing. You touch my heart, fair Estelle. You need not fear. I shall not betray your trust, nor do I find your trust and love a burden. I give myself gladly to your cause.
Love has nothing to do with it. But thanks, Olivier.
Of course. So if you'll pardon me...
That passenger with the white coat sure is something. He was like totally muttering to himself. I wonder what that was about. And then he started in the middle of it. Oh, I wonder if he's a dangerous psycho. That'd be so cool, but also kind of freaky. Okay, so we've been here. Yep, been there. When I was a kid, I really admired the Royal Academy. Well, okay, to be honest, what I really wanted to do was wear the uniform. The male uniform, that is, of course. Yes. Yes. Okay, I want to talk to the tour guide lady.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Visible to our right is the kingdom's largest continuous forest, Mistwald. It remains home to a large number of woodsmen, and is the source of 70% of the lumber used in Liberal. Our ship is currently in the air above Mistwald. Please enjoy your travels in the sky with us until our next stop at the Roland Landing Port.
Mistwald is... Mistwald is lovely... Mistwald is lovely when viewed from the air. Looking down at that enormous forest gives you a sense of just how wild the Roland region really is still. I feel like I could watch forever.
The dignitaries for the non-aggression pact signing should be arriving in Grand Cell soon. I hope it goes off without any problems. We'll be stopping in Roland soon. We'll be getting off at Bois, though. So I guess we still have some time, huh?
Yeah, okay, so that's just a repeat. Okay, well, we'll talk to...
Hey, I'm going to Bois to help Daddy with shopping. Shopping, so much fun.
Today I've got to head off to Bo's Market on an errand for my wife. My wife works me to the bone and complains all the time. It's rough.
We'll have to pass through Roland before we reach Bois, so this'll be a bit of a trip. Go ahead and walk off some of that nervous energy if you want.
Our next stop is Roland. I would have loved to enjoy their fresh pastoral cuisine again. Ah well, there shall always be another time.
Estelle, what's up?
Yeah. I just want to wander around when I get on an airship. I just can't seem to sit still in my seat.
Yeah, that sounds like you all right. Still, though, sort of surprised you don't relish the opportunity to take a breather.
Huh?
You know, after all the crazy bullcrap the Society seems to keep throwing at you, it wasn't just that mess in Grand Cell. Sounds like you ran into their guys in Rouen and Zeiss, too.
Yeah. Sounds like you had just as big a fight on your hands with the intelligence guys, though.
It was just a lot of running around. So, Bo's up next, huh? Well, after Roland, at any rate. Rouen, Zeiss, Grand Cell. Wonder what else the Society will try throwing at us.
Yeah. Nothing would be the best answer, but I have a feeling we won't be that lucky.
You too, huh? Well, let's hit the ground running and get you investigating those bandits once we land, yeah?
Wait, what?
Why the surprise? It's possible they're working for the Society. You said it yourself, remember?
Yeah, I did, but come to think of it, I don't think that's all that likely, you know? Yeah, it's sort of stupid. I mean, we fought them a number of times, right? They didn't really seem to be the kind of baby eaters the Society usually brings on, I think.
Well, whatever. I'm sure we'll hear the details from old Lugren once we get to Bo's.
Yeah, we will.
Recapturing an airship, huh? That'll be tricky. I'm sure we'll hear the details from Lugren once we get to... Bo. I'm sure we'll hear the... I'm sure we'll hear... Why can't I say this? I'm sure we'll hear the details from Lugren once we get to Boys. One. Estelle! Where'd you disappear off to?
Oh, I just went to get some fresh air.
I see. So I heard we'll be landing in a town called Roland on our way. That's your hometown, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, to be specific about it, our house is just a bit outside the city limits. Dad wanted it that way, apparently.
Interesting. A house built by Master Cassius. Must be quite a place.
I, don't know about that. I mean, I'm not sure I'd say it's fabulous or anything, but it is really comfy. Holds a lot of memories for me of Dad, Mom, and Joshua, too.
I see.
No, Zin, it's okay, really. If we're staying in Roland, I'd invite you over. Next time, for sure.
I'll look forward to it. By the way, Estelle, when we arrive in Bose, would you mind accompanying me on some training?
Huh? This seems kind of sudden.
Back at the Grand Silk Guildhouse, not only did I miss the sleep agent and the cookies, but I was unable to awaken myself. It's obvious I need to retrain in some areas I've been neglecting.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how good a training partner I'd be for an A-rank bracer, but if you want me, you've got me.
That's settled then. Well then, nothing to do really, so I think I'm going to catch a nap.
Thank you for flying with us today. We will be arriving in Roland shortly. Please be aware that there may be turbulence while landing, so we ask that all passengers take their seats. Oh, hey! You should probably find your seat, Estelle. It really is dangerous to stand during a landing like this. Okay! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for flying with us today. Passengers departing in Roland, please check to ensure you haven't left behind. Ah! Huh? Oh my.
What in the name of Gehenna? How could we have entered a cloud at this altitude? We didn't enter a cloud, sir. We're descending. This doesn't seem like a cloud, though. It's more like... Captain, transmission from Roland Air Traffic Control. The city and surrounding area have been engulfed... The city and surrounding area has been engulfed in a deep fog. What?
What the heck? Wow, it's completely white.
Did we enter a cloud bank?
Possibly. But Possibly. But this also seems impossibly low to be a cloud.
Is this usual when landing an airship? I sure as hell have never seen anything like this.
Nor have I. Ladies and gentlemen, please, remain calm. We've received word from Roland that a deep fog has appeared over the entirety of the city and surrounding area. Air Control is currently preparing searchlights to aid our landing. Thank you for your patience. Fog? Roland does get fog, but it's usually just like a thin fuzz, isn't it? Yes, I don't ever remember seeing it this thick, and this really worries me.
City of Roland. Hey, we get to go back to Roland. Hooray! Yay! It's been a while, hasn't it? Not since the prologue.
Holy! It's completely white! Yeah, you can't see anything. It looks like the Port Authority is grounding all flights until the fog clears. I think we'll want to visit the guild house here.
Thought so too, huh?
Huh? Why?
The fog is deep and strange enough that even you and Sherazade comment on it, Estelle. It's possible the Society's behind this, somehow.
Ah.
Only Roland and Bose remained unmolested by their hands. It is possible their next experiment shall be here, then, and not in Bose.
Chapter 4, The Mist Demon's Target. We did it! We made it to Chapter 4, baby! We did it! God. Like, my original plan was to actually make it to Chapter 5 by the end of the month, but now I'm thinking maybe I'll even make it to Chapter 6. That'd be pretty cool, right? Okay, let's move on. Oh, hi, Ina.
I certainly wasn't expecting you all to show up now, of all times. You were heading to Bose, last I heard. We were, yes. The paranoid little part of me can't help but wonder if this is intentional. Well, I'm not going to complain about having you around. Anyway, I do believe this is the first time we've seen each other since you went off to train, Estelle. You look right at home in that new outfit. Aw, Ina, you make me blush! Mr. Vathic, Milady Claudia, Miss Russell, I believe this is the first we've met. I'm Ina, the receptionist for the Roland branch. A pleasure to meet you all. The pleasure is mine, Miss Ina. Nice to meet you.
Haha! Good to meet you at last, Ina. I've heard a lot about you.
Really? I wonder. Oh, and Olivier's here too. What are you doing over there, Olivier?
Oh God, he's hiding. Don't mind me. I was certainly not flashing back to the memories of the destruction of my liver. Just for the record.
What? Just let him be, Ina. Oh, and I'm guessing you know Agate, Ina.
We've met, yeah. I don't come by Roland much, so we've only met like once or twice.
It's still good to see you, though, Agate. So with the pleasantries out of the way, I'm sorry, but do you mind if we get straight to business? Of course, Ina. Go ahead. This fog appeared suddenly today around dawn. At first it seemed to be little more than the usual light mist we get here at times. But you could literally stand outside and watch it grow thicker. It was eerie. Do we have any idea what's causing it? None, I'm afraid. It's definitely covering up all the city. But we're not sure of the full extent. It's definitely covering up all of the city. It's definitely covering all of the city, but we're not sure of its full extent or source yet.
Fog and mist have several common sources. You can get the sort that springs up off coast and flows inland, or the kind that forms in mountain basins.
There are several basins in the Crone Mountains near Rolent, are there not?
There are, yes. It is possible that this is simply a freak act of nature. But with everything that's been happening recently, we should be on our guard. Should we put off heading for Bose and remain in Roland for now?
That's the best idea, I think. Passenger ships sure ain't moving till this soup clears in anyway.
But...
What's up, Estelle?
Well, I was just thinking about the bandits and stuff.
We were checking that out because we had no other leads, remember? The Royal Army's on top of that anyway, so we don't really have to go, you know?
But...
Look, what is it? Something eating at you?
No, but... It's just... Estelle, I'm not exactly sure what you're thinking, but calm down and consider for a moment. Huh? The bandit ship theft case is already over, in a way. If they'd taken hostages, it'd be different. But as it is, there's no emergency demanding we take action. And I can't imagine they'll stay in Bose in any event. That's true, but... On the other hand, something bizarre is happening before our eyes at this very moment. If the Society is somehow behind this, there's a good chance Rolent is in danger. So, which is the correct choice here? Estelle? Miss Shara? I think Estelle has a reason she wants to go. So, No, Tita. Shara's right. Estelle? Sorry, Shara. I guess I wasn't really paying attention to what's happening. You don't need to apologize. Everyone has times they have trouble focusing. Even I do, and I know Agate sure does.
Now hang on
Being able to determine the best path without losing sight of yourself is a crucial skill for a bracer. Even if it is a bit easier to just say it's important than it is to actually do it.
I'm still a student on that front too, really. I can hardly compare to Master Cassius in that regard.
Really, Zen?
To possess perfect clarity and retain one's good cheer in the face of adversity, it requires experience. And Master Cassius's ability to do just that saved us many times when he traveled to Calvard once.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Hey, don't sweat it, all right? Not as if we can just snap your fingers and be at the old man's level. You just gotta put one foot in front of the other and get better, bit by bit.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Sorry, Ina. That sounded... sorry, Ina. That kind of sidetracked us. It's fine. So getting back to the matter at hand, at this point, there's nothing really specific we can ask you to do. You can hardly beat fog with violence, after all. I simply ask that you be on standby in case anything does happen. You can wait at your home if you'd like, Estelle. Oh yeah, I was going to head home for a bit. Is there anything else we should watch out for besides that, though? Well, if you absolutely want to do something, could I ask you to check the roads for me? The roads? What for? The fog is covering the entirety of the city. However, it also seems to have spread out into the countryside. The thing is, I don't know how far it's spread yet. If you could see how far it's gone, it would help me consider where to go. From here.
Ah, and we also need to secure land routes in case the passenger ships continue to be unusable.
Exactly. There's the Elise Highway to the south, the Milch Main Road to the west, and the Malga Trail to the north. Could you check those three and let me know the extent of the fog? Sure, should be pretty easy. Well then, For once, this means Estelle and I will be the guides. Yeah, kind of a change, huh? We know pretty much everything about Roland.
Well, who'll be going with you then? Please form your party. You may choose 2 other members aside from the mandatory members.
Right.
Together now.
Oh, wow. It's been a while since I heard this music.
This is ridiculous! I know this city like the back of my hand, and I still feel like I could get lost in this soup. And that, Estelle, is why you have a map and compass. If you feel like you're losing direction, be sure and keep an eye on them. Yeah, good point. Okay, so we need to check out how far the frogs spread on the roads. But, Chloe? Zin? Do you mind if we stop by my house and see how things are there? Yes, I'd be happy to stop by your home.
Haha! Looks like I'll get a chance to visit sooner than expected, eh?
Well, let's be off then.
The ring that flew away. Fishing spot search. Elise, Milchbane monster. Okay, cool. Talk.
I want you to check just how much the fog covers. The most efficient way to go about it is to check the Elise Highway to the south, the Milchbane Road to the west, and the Malga Trail to the north. Try to see how far the fog reaches along all 3 roads. It's getting harder to see what's in front of you by the day, so proceed carefully with your investigation.
By the day, it's only been... Hasn't it only been like this for 1 day, though? Like literally 1 day? Okay, let's see. Rena. Hey, Estelle! It's been a while. When did you get home?
Pretty much now. You seem like you're doing all right.
I'm doing great, as a matter of fact. So, I heard you went off to do some training somewhere nuts. How'd that turn out?
Oh boy, it went great. Wait, when did I tell you about my training, Renan?
Don't underestimate neighborhood gossip. I'm pretty sure everyone knows you went out to train at least.
I should have seen that coming. It's business as usual in Roland.
By the way, the weather sure is weird, huh? I heard the Bose Brown passenger ships are all grounded.
Yeah, we also got stopped by that. Well, since we're stuck here, we plan on investigating this fog. The guild would also like to get a better picture of the situation.
Gotcha! That's encouraging to hear. Just be careful. Something's strange about this fog. It doesn't feel normal.
Yes, we'll be careful. Yeah. See ya, Renan.
Issue 6! We got issue 6. Hooray. Alright, let's see. Yeah, alright. And fog area, ring. We'll be waiting at the chapel. Fishing spot search, okay. And giant foot wisdom. Okay, I like that. Beware its ice attacks. Okay. Estelle and Sherazard, how's it going? It's been a while. Good to see you're well.
You too, Freddy. Looks like you finished your training over in Zeiss, huh? Looking forward to seeing what you've learned.
Yeah, of course. Just say the word. I'll tune anything you've got to perfection with the techniques I learned over at the Central Factory. Let's see. HP. Yeah. Freeze. That could be helpful. Attack 3. We got one of those in inventory. Impede, cast 2, EP. Oh, EP cut 3. Okay, yeah, no, we're taking that one. Definitely, for sure. For shizzle, my bizzle. And EP 3. And hit 3. And I think that's good for now. Okay, let's upgrade some stuff here. All right, so attack 3, we already got that. Oh, action. Oh, I should have gotten action 3 if they have it. Ooh. Okay, I think we got some. No, wait, no, I guess we didn't really. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we have action 3 actually. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Action 3. Okay. Gimme. Action 3, action 3. Okay, and absorb, and HP 3, and cast Did I get cast? No. Okay. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't get cast 3. I'm a fool. I should have gotten cast 3, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. Oh no. Oh, there is no cast. Okay, fine then. There is no cast 3. Okay, I don't feel so stupid no more. All right, let's see. Let's get you an attack 3, Sherazard, because you're disappointing me right now. You're truly disappointing me at times. Okay, so give her attack 3. Okay, cool. Evade 2. Okay, so I could probably get evade 2, but let's also give her. Yeah. Okay, so let's. Yeah. Evade 3. Okay, you get that. HP. Well, we'll give him HP 2 then, just because. Give you attack 2, because why not? Yeah, mute is fine. Move 3 is also fine. Okay, Chloe, what you got here? Mind 2. I don't think I can afford a mind 3. Or another HP 3. Maybe action 2 though? Yeah, I have an action 2. Okay, so I'll give you action 2. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's see, can I upgrade any more slots then? Let's see. We'll do the big one. We'll do the big one. Why not? Okay, how about Zen? Yeah, can't afford any of his. Sorry, big guy.
Oh, Estelle, and you've got Sherazard with you too. It's been a while.
You seem well, sir. Same as always.
Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna lose to you youngsters yet. Freddy's finally back from his trip to Zeiss, where he trained to handle those new model orbits. If you need to tune them or open slots, go ahead and ask him.
Freddy's back from his training as Zeiss after all. Ask him to tune away ask him to tune any of those new model orbits you've got. I kind of want to go to the bar really quick.
Ah, Estelle, Shara. Hiya, Claire. Have you been a good girl? I'm always a good girl. Oh yeah, Estelle? Heard Joshua's working on his own now, but my killer reporting instincts are telling me that's misinformation, isn't it? He's really fighting some evil organization all on his own, and you're trying to find him, right? Killer instinct nothing. How does she do that? Yeah, that's how this story should go. After all, a normal story just wouldn't fit Joshua. Joshua's secretly infiltrating an evil organization's base all on his own? Ah, he's so cool.
Three-eyed soup. Learn the recipe. Okay, shop. Spiral noodles, check. 10-stack crepes, check. And of course, bone bouillon.
It was so clear, yet why this sudden fog? It feels like the trick of some naughty spirit out of a fairy tale.
Ah, Estelle! And Cher's with you too? Well, hello, Elisa. You doing all right? It's been a while, Alyssa. Yay, you came back from training. I was worried. You hadn't been to visit at all. Work's been kind of hectic, and I've had to travel about the regions. That's why I'm a bit late on my return. Oh, so you are busy. I thought so. That's right. I heard your training was done in a different country, huh? Oh, that's so cool. You bracers sure do get around. Come on, it's not a big deal. It may have been in a different nation, but it was just a guild facility. Well, thanks to that, I have definitely had a chance to get a fresh start and really put myself into it. A fresh start, huh? Maybe that skirt is a reflection of your dedication. Ah, you noticed, huh? Does it look weird? What are you saying? It looks great! It's a very cute design. but it looks easy to move in. But it also looks easy to move in. Yeah, it's perfect on you, Estelle. Thanks, Alyssa. I'm sure you have a lot on your mind with what's going on with Joshua, but keep on staying positive. That's the most like you, I think, Estelle. Yeah, I'll do my best. Aw. Hey, Faulkner.
Sherazard? When did you get back?
Aw, did you miss me? Well, I figure I'll be dragging Ina in to drink at some point, so see you then.
We'll be waiting.
As always, she's feared.
Hey, Estelle, Sherazard. Been a while.
Yeah, it has. How's business?
Great. As always, mornings have been killer. I'm really glad the new dishes Alyssa came up with are popular. It's a big help. Anyway, come on by and have a drink once you're off work. Man, the fog out there is crazy. I'm kind of worried now if I'll be able to get to the mine. Anyway, I better finish eating and get going. Sherazard brought Ina in to drink. I might need to take 2, maybe 3 days off from the store. Oh, okay. Wow, he gets around. He's like moving like crazy.
Now then, I should get to checking the books. Oh, hello, you two. It really has been some time. Hello, Tabitha. You look like you're doing well. Yes, decently enough. If you'd like, have something to eat while you're here. The new dish Alyssa came up with has quite the reputation for being delicious. I'd love to have that. I've really been looking forward to trying out her cooking. Can't wait for you to try it. That girl's been wanting to see you for some time now, Estelle. While you're enjoying your meal, go and say hi. Actually, I already did. Oh, is that so? Do stop in from time to time, please. You're always welcome, Estelle.
Okay, so there's the Malga Trail. Where's that little boy who keeps, like, harassing me? Because he's, like... There he is.
Huh? Oh, Estelle! Whoa, you're back! Volume, guys! I can hear you just fine without the yelling. So, looks like you both really missed me, Luke? No, I wasn't waiting for you. You just surprised me by showing up like this is all. Huh? Luke, you just told me the other day you couldn't wait for Estelle to... Shut up, you dummy! Aw, Luke, you're adorable. Come on now, give old big sis Estelle a hug. Don't say it like that. That sounds weird. Besides, don't tell me you forgot. Our duel. Come on, Estelle, duel me. What? A duel? Are you for real, kiddo? Look at this fog. You guys need to scoot on home. You dummy, this fog's why I want to duel now. It'd be a climactic duel in the fog. Isn't that just the coolest? And that's how I know you're both still kids. There's absolutely nothing cool about making the people you love worry. Have you forgotten what happened at the Esmolus Tower? How worried everyone was? If you want to be a big man, first you make sure you aren't going to cause anyone to worry by being out. If you can't look after yourself, you definitely can't hope to help anyone else. I think you're old enough to get what I mean, right? Show me you've grown up a little bit at least. Fine, I get it. We'll duel later. Sorry, Estelle. We'll go home before it gets too dark. Please do, Pet. It's a promise between friends, okay? Okay. Whatever. Just don't forget our duel. Of course, of course. We'll have our big final showdown once the fog's cleared. Yeah, it's a promise!
Like how they didn't actually go home. Oh, wait, no, I wanted to go up. Let's talk to this crowd of people here.
Ah, Estelle and Shara. Hello, Ridge. Hey, Ridge. Hey, Estelle. Think we saw each other when you went... Hey, Estelle. Think we last saw each other when you went off to train, right? I heard from Ina. Already on the job, huh? Yeah, pretty much. You make it sound like you're already tied up, Ridge. Yeah, I've got some clients who really need to get to Grancel on urgent business. Since it doesn't look like the passenger ships are going anywhere soon, I'll be escorting them. Going back the way we came, huh? Visibility on the roads is just as bad. You'll need to pay plenty of attention as you go. Yeah, don't worry. I'll be careful. Anyhow, good luck with your mission, you two. You too, Ridge. Good luck with that escort job. Thanks. I'll make sure they get there to become repeat customers, don't you worry. Never thought passenger ships would just stop. Well, with the bracer along, nothing to fear from a little walking tour.
It's nice to have braces at a time like this. I don't even want to think about walking out in that fog on my own. I've urgent business in the capital. I absolutely must get there. This is my chance to get a big contract. I can't let it slip by me.
Oh, hey, it's a chapel.
I can still remember the night of the birthday celebration like it was yesterday. Before my eyes rose the white walls of Grancel Castle, and above my head the night sky was studded with twinkling stars. After a few moments he spoke. Yes, he said the words I had been longing for.
Ah, that wonderful evening during the birthday celebration. Ellie, every time I see your face, the emotions from that night come flooding back. We gazed at each other underneath the lights of the stars and the fireworks. I put my dedication into words and conveyed them to you.
Ahem. May I have a moment?
Huh?
Oh, who might you be? I'm with the Bracer Guild. You're Armand, right? I saw your request on the bulletin board.
Ha, you really came. Thank you, I've been waiting so long.
This is wonderful, Armand. I'm so happy.
Ah, Ellie, why is your heart so beautiful, even though I am the cause of your suffering?
Don't say that, Armand. I know best just how hard this is on you. We promised on that night, didn't we? That you and I, no matter what,
we would hold hands and live out our days together, good and bad. Oh, I love you, Ellie.
And I you, Armand. Armand? Didn't you have some kind of request?
Huh?
That's right, the request.
Well, to make it short, this request is so important. This request is so important that it directly affects our future. In fact, I'd like you to start investigating immediately if you can. Can you?
Yes.
Yep, we're all squared away.
Really? Bless you, Bracers. Bless your loving hearts.
How wonderful, Armand. I'm so happy.
Ah, Ellie, why is your heart so beautiful?
Oh, Armand. So, about that request.
Pardon us. Ahem, yes, let me explain.
Yes, please do. As simply and swiftly as possible.
What I'd like to ask of you all is nothing less than finding our engagement ring. I scraped and saved up all the mirror I could to get a really nice ring, but then, that cursed crow snatched it from me.
Crow? You mean like the bird, right?
Yes, the ones that go caw and bring suffering to those in love. One of those dastardly things flew off with our ring in its mouth.
Well, crows are known to have an eye for anything shiny. A sparkling ring sounds just like their idea of a new toy. That ring's probably in some bird's nest by now, huh? And you want us to find it?
Please. I'm well aware of how much of a challenge this is. Even so, I dearly hope you'll find it, somehow.
I mean, I want to find it too, but we don't have a whole lot of info to work with here. Just knowing a crow took it isn't all that much. Do you have any more clues?
Well, I have some idea of where the nest is.
I'm pretty sure it's north of Roland.
The crow flew off towards the Malga Trail after it was done plundering our hopes and dreams. I would have given chase, but with the fog and all.
I see. So the nest's probably to the north. We'll take that under advisement. Anyway, seems we have no choice but to investigate places where the nest is likely to be.
Yeah, no other leads, really. This request is going to be a real pain, isn't it? We have no choice but to rely on the guild at this point. Please, please do everything you can.
You Bracers are our only hope. Please, you must find it. We'll do whatever we can. We'll come back and report once we know more.
We'll be right here. Our hope and our future rests with you.
Good luck.
Jesus Christ almighty.
Oh, Estelle and Sherazade. It has been a while. Have you been doing well?
Yeah. It has been a while, huh? We're fine. I'm glad to see you're looking good too, Father.
Welcome home, you two. Right now, Roland is locked away by fog. Even seeing your immediate surroundings is quite difficult. However, there are things that can be seen precisely because one cannot see them with the eye. Not to be tossed about by an ever-changing outside world, but to speak quietly to the self. Spend your days like that, and the fog will become an ally instead of an enemy.
I understood, like, 30% of that. His words are always rich with meaning.
I think Shahrazad's just fucking with you, Estelle.
Today the church was engulfed in a fog so thick it seemed like something out of a dream. It was so beautiful. But I guess this isn't really the time to be admiring the darn thing.
Okay, let's see. Where else can we go? Yeah, let's go to the... Oh, if it isn't Estelle! It's been a while, ever since you went off on that training trip, right?
Hi, Elgar. Long time no see.
Welcome back. So, Charizard's with you. Does that mean you're in the middle of some work for the guild?
Yeah, a bit.
I heard from Ina that you two are working pretty hard. Especially you, Estelle. Word is you've been solving lots of cases, and you're even a full bracer now. Quite a bit of success for such a short time. I can't help but be nostalgic for the days you were complaining about training because you hated paper tests, though.
Hey, Elgar. Ixnay on the stay. Now, what is there to hide? Certainly your paper tests were appalling like no other bracer before, but you've always been top in the practicals.
Haha! Now don't be embarrassed. A couple of flaws are a part of a person's charm. Sorry. I suppose yammering on about the past like this is proof I'm getting old. Anyway, putting that aside, did you find out anything about Joshua's whereabouts?
I've looked a lot, but I still haven't really found anything.
I see. I guess he won't be that easy to find. I admit I was worried when I heard from Cassius, but from the looks of it, Estelle, you seem to be hanging in there. But if it gets hard, come on by any time. If you're okay with it, Stella and I would be glad to hear you out.
Elgar. Yeah, thanks. I'll definitely take you up on that.
Stop by any time. I'll have lots of good equipment ready and waiting for you. Okay, let's get a ceramic rod. The eclair. We'll get this one, and I can't afford anything else. Although, maybe I can. Oh, this is not going nearly as well as I thought it was going to. Oh wait, that reminds me. I could probably equip some stuff, can't I? Yeah, that'll do it. Excuse me. Whew, God. Okay, I think I can just barely afford... Well, not just barely, but I can afford it. Okay, let's see. Two of those. Okay. Oh, whoops. I didn't exactly want to go there, but... I'm like out of it in terms of like the mapping, I guess. Oh wait, I know where I wanted to go. I guess I had Estella.
Oh my. Oh my goodness, if it isn't Estelle. My, and looking closely, Shara's with her too? Hey, been a while. Indeed it has. Aw, it really has. I've been pretty frustrated, you know. After all, I kept hearing rumors you were back, but I couldn't meet you in person. Sorry, Stella. Well, Estelle's been preoccupied with a few things. Mind forgiving her? Don't you worry about that. Even this old lady knows that much. I was a bit worried when I heard about Joshua, but it looks like you're giving it your best, Estelle. Yeah, somehow. Well, putting that aside, Estelle. Well, what? Why are you staring at me? I brushed my teeth and washed my face. I know I did. I swear. I even got behind the ears. Oh, it's just wonderful. What is this skirt? It's just perfect on you. It matches that feeling of being an energetic young woman. You think so? Shara bought this for me in the capital. It was a present for becoming a full bracer. Very nice, Shara. You've got good taste. I'm glad you like it, ma'am. Your attitude reveals itself in your clothing. Yes, looks like you'll do wonderfully as a full bracer. My sloppy, dirty little Estelle's become this clean and sharp. Ooh, this old lady is going to cry. I didn't think she'd cry over a skirt. If she saw you dressed up for a wedding, she'd probably collapse on the spot.
Damn, son, that's terrible. God. Okay, let's see what everyone's up to. Okay, so they're hanging at the bar. God, I never remember just how shitty the bracer killed in roulette. Like, God, it's terrible. This is awful. I don't appreciate this one bit.
I wonder, who has Luke taken after to be so unruly? He ran out without even eating breakfast. He's even starting to learn to use a sword, but he hasn't improved at all. He's too impatient. And to think Ashton was such a calm and steadfast boy. Oh, really? My husband's shuffling his books around again! He has a huge pile of books he just picked up on impulse. If he's going to throw them out, he may as well give them to people so that it's not a waste. So here, I'll give this to you.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. The fog is still awful today. It seemed like the humidity might hurt my books, so I rushed to get them packed away. In the middle of it all, though, I found something really nostalgic. It's a ticket to an old circus performance from 10 years ago. I put this inside of this book as a memory of my first date with my wife. Man, oh man, the memories. Sarah was so pretty back then. Not that she's any less pretty now, mind you. Dude, you're sleeping on the couch tonight. I'm sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think you're sleeping on the couch tonight, bro. For saying that shit.
Yeah. How in the name of heck can she sleep like that in this situation?
She always does. She's always sleeping like a cat in the sun. Okay, so hey, let's go to the mayor. Well, let's go see the mayor. It's been a while since we've seen him.
The fog today reminded me that a few parts of the clock tower are getting a bit rusty, so I decided to come talk to the mayor immediately. No point in winning, as they say. Hi, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. It's been a while. Why, Estelle, Sherazard. It certainly has. Are you working right now? Yeah, we're gonna patrol the highways a little bit. I see. Do be careful. You've seen what's happened to the town. The fog outside is terrible. We've never experienced weather like this before. Why does my heart tremble with unease so? So busy. There are so many guests today. I need to serve tea, but the cleaning needs to get done too. Clean, carry the tea, clear that, clean again. Round and around it goes.
Poor Lita. Oh yeah, the safe. Remember the safe? God. I just remember when, like, everything was so small and peaceful in this game. Hey, I'm pretending I'm a schoolgirl. Hey, I'm pretending to be a schoolgirl. I bet you'll never meet anyone from this actual school, though. Oh, hey, there he is.
Ah, Still! Sherazard, hello! Hey, Mayor Klaus. Sorry we've been kind of missing for a while. And Princess Claudia, I am glad to see you in good health. Thank you, Mayor Klaus. You as well. It's good to see you well, Mayor. Haha! Well, seeing both of you does me well. If nothing else, you're both a source of pride for Roland. So, what brings you home? Work as always, I suspect. Well, sorta.
Estelle explained how her group was stopped in Roland by the fog while in transit to Bose.
I see. You're victims of this cursed fog as well, hmm? It seems I was right to delay my trip to Grand Cell. Huh? What were you gonna do there?
Wait, the capital. Were you invited to the non-aggression pact signings, Mayor?
Whoa! The signing ceremony? Really? Yes I was.
Ah, shit. Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Just got a quick phone call, and then I decided to take a quick bathroom break while I was on there. You know how it is. Yeah, that's the problem with doing these in the afternoon. It's like, yeah, I got more time, but do I really? Do I really have more time?
All of the leaders of the provinces were invited to attend, but the state of the regions we govern must come first. I can hardly leave Roland when this is going on. No kidding. Guess it's not all roses and sunshine for you either. Regardless, I intend to make sure nothing befalls Roland during this. If any trouble should arise, I will doubtless need the guild's help to deal with it. I hope you'll be willing to help, friends. Of course.
We shall be glad to be of aid, sir. One cannot help but feel the hand of she above in guiding us here.
You have my thanks.
If anything comes up, just contact the guild house. I know we'll know where to find us.
If the time comes, I shall.
Okay, so since I've been like totally distracted on actually discussing the topic I wanted to. Oh hey, Hotel Roland. It's been a God, why does this keep happening?
Wow, what a nice room. It just chases the exhaustion right away.
The airship company's taking care of the lodging from what I understand. They said it'd be free, so I wasn't expecting much, but I didn't think we'd stay at such a nice hotel. Is this really okay? I feel like I seriously lucked out. Why, Estelle and Sherazard, welcome to the Hotel Roland. Will the four of you be staying?
No, we're not. We just came by to see how things are.
I'm sure there is much danger on the highways in these circumstances. Please do not push yourself too hard. I've got a bit of urgent business at Bose, you see. I'm planning to return to the capital and take the reverse-bound ship. We'll have a bracer as an escort, so we should be able to get there on foot.
We're staying here tonight. Yay!
Phew, they got this room for us, so that's a relief. As I'd expect from the company, they really responded well.
Okay, let's go monster hunting then. Well, let's go on a little bit of a monster hunt. Let's see. Okay, so let's see here now. So we got the Milch Main Road and the at least. Okay, let's do that one then. Okay, so no, wrong way. Okay, so we need to go to yeah, Milch Main Road. Ah, here we go. Elise Highway. Okay, cool. Okay, so anyway. One of the interesting things about the whole Crossbell debacle is that, like... Oh, okay, more dialogue then. Never mind.
Hey!
Hey, it's a lot brighter now.
This seems to be as far as the fog goes. It does end quickly, though. Along the Elise Highway, the fog clears at roughly 60 Selga from the city. There don't seem to be any monsters in the fog either, so ensuring people's safety shouldn't be difficult. Yeah, hopefully. I guess we should check the other roads like we did this one then, huh?
Okay, well, I guess since we're... Oh, hey, you. Go to hell, Mayor Sparrow. Or Mayor Sparrow! What the fuck am I saying? Mars Sparrow. Not Mayor Sparrow. What the fuck? Oh, wow.
Piece of cake.
Okay, so anyway. Oh, hey. Oh, I turned around. That's not what I wanted to do. How the fuck? So anyway, as I was saying about the whole Crossbell debacle, I think one of the more interesting little factoids I ended up discovering sometime later is that... Jesus Christ, Estelle.
Now, light of the heavens, radiant flash.
Oh, come on!
Piece of cake.
Hooray! 2 level ups, I think. Dirty carrot. Oh my god, dirty carrot.
They messed with the wrong guy.
Hooray, I think, yep. Oh, hey-oh. True barrage. Okay, we have a new... Alright, cool. Whoa, hey. The rhino dude. It's been a while since I've seen one of those fuckers. Too much nostalgia here for me to talk about shit. It's kind of distracting. Okay, so the funny thing about the crossbell debacle that honestly really interests me is that, okay, so supposedly the story that Xseed always told us regarding that was that Falcom's various partners just do not like to play nice with others when it comes to releasing their games in other regions and whatnot. You know, like attempting to license their adaptations is kind of wonky. But apparently, and this is what interests me, I've heard an alternative assessment on that one. Basically, it sounds like in reality, what happened is, you know, since Xseed is owned by Marvelous, that means that, you know, obviously they take on everything. And from what I'm hearing, apparently Kadokawa, the company that worked on...
With the wrong guy.
Yeah, that's distracting. Kadokawa, the company that worked on the improved version of both the Trails in the Sky trilogy and the Crossbell games. Apparently, what happened was they basically have beef with they have beef with Marvelous Marvelous Entertainment. Apparently. I just find that I honestly just find that kind of fascinating that is the way things have are apparently going on that. You know, it's interesting to me. Ow. I kind of wish that the self-destruct would actually do shit to, like, you know, the other guys, but I guess not. Oh hey, good chest. Found smelling salts. Oh no, it's a mimic! Prepare for battle! Wait, no. False alarm. Oh wait, that was a close one. Oh hey, it's Mistwald. Let's see, where did they say that thing was? Okay, sighted on the alarm. North, City of West, Gransel, Garoon Gate. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's leave it alone for the moment. So we can save. And now we're gonna kick its ass. Here we go, barrage. Classic. Oh, didn't do that much damage actually. I'm kind of disappointed by that, really. So yeah, no, I just thought it was interesting that... What the fuck? Double what the fuck? Fine. Crap.
Sorry.
Damn it. Oh my god, are you serious? That was the dumbest thing I could have possibly done. Hooray! Chloe leveled up again. HP 4? HP 4! Okay. Well now. I didn't even think it went up that high, but I'll take it. Oh hey, it's a double. Oh. Okay, well, let's move some of these around. Wait a second. Of course, there's no issue there. What was I thinking? Okay. Oh, hey. Okay, so we got TRL on her then. Okay, so let's see. Who has HP 2? Let's see. Let's see what this gives him. Okay, that's helpful, but what does it give her then? Tier all. Okay. I'm sorry, Zin. You are my friend, but unfortunately, that's just way more important to me, I'm afraid. Okay, let's, yeah, crap. Wow. But no, I just find it absolutely fascinating that apparently the reason we weren't able to get Crossbell back in the day may have just been due to the fact that fucking Marvelous Entertainment and Kodakawa Games apparently hate each other's guts. I just found that fascinating. I don't even know if it's true. That's just what I've heard recently. I mean, the old story I remember hearing... I bet I could fish here. The old story I remember hearing about was basically that basically Falcom doesn't really facilitate deals between like their partners, so you know no one can play nice with each other, and that's why we were unable to get. And surprisingly, that's why we weren't able to get the PC ports of the old Crossbell games either, or E7 or Memories of Celceta or anything like that. Oh, carp. Ooh, tender whitefish. Gotcha. What do you got for me here? Ooh, that's a new one. A Valeria bass. And it even spit out in... Alright, let's try the river snail then. Gotcha. Just another carp. Okay, well that was fun. Alright, well, looking at the time, I think we're gonna try to find the Bright family home, and then we're gonna call it a night there. Or call it a night, what am I saying? Call it a day. We're gonna be calling it a day, honestly. Ow. Eat the mystery paste, Shara. And got him.
Nicely done.
Oh. Wait. Isn't our house on... I could have sworn that it was along this way, but I guess not. Okay, fair enough then. I guess I was thinking of the wrong way then. Okay, so let's... Maybe it's over... No? City of Roland... Oh, here we go. Okay, here we are. There it is. Bright family home.
Doesn't look like much fog's gotten here yet. Oh, is this your home, Estelle?
Haha, I like it. Simple, but a bit refined.
You really think so? Thanks. Well, anyway, I can fix everyone some tea or something at least. Come on inside. I'll handle making the tea. You head on up to the rooms upstairs. Why? Look up, Estelle. Oh, right. The house is gonna get pretty damp in this fog.
It's going to, like, melt. God. Why would you leave the window open if you're abandoning the house?
It's always relaxing to get back home. I kind of wonder how much of that is because we're out of that fog, though. That's part of it, I'm sure.
If you don't mind me saying, Sherazard, you glide through this house like you know every corner.
Of course I do. I've known this house for a long time. A very long time. Yeah, you've been coming over since Mom was alive, so that's over 10 years. Wow, it has been a while. About that, give or take a few gray hairs. Sherazard, you were part of a traveling circus, weren't you? How did you come to make Estelle's acquaintance? Well, you see... Wait, Shara, you don't need to. It's fine. It's an old story. It would have been about 12 years ago now.
Hold on a second. This is why I hate streaming in the afternoons. Or recording in the afternoons, or whatever. Fucking
first. Fucking head.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I should really consider pausing these, but I just always worry about the audio splicing, you know? It would have been about 12 years ago now. Our troupe had come to Roland to perform. Estelle at that point was even more fearless and curious than she is now. After one of our shows, she strode into our tents with purpose. The purpose of playing.
Circus troops usually get met with some... Whew. Circus troops usually get met with some suspicion by residents... Circus troops usually get met with some suspicion by residents of a town outside of performances, you see. As a result, we weren't really sure what to do at first with the girl who came to visit us. But you see, Estelle wasn't exactly a timid girl. She kept coming over every day, and everyone came to really love her. Myself especially, of course. One day, Estelle didn't want to go home until long after the sun had set. Since there wasn't any other choice, I ended up being the one who took her home. That's the day I met Cassius and Lena. Pardon. Lena is Estelle's late mother.
Haha, yes, I'd say that sounds like Estelle, all right.
So Estelle was bold and fearless even as a child? Well, I don't really remember that much of it since I was like 4 back then, but I do remember Cher would come by our house anytime the circus was in town after that. That's right.
Though Sherazard. How did you leave the circus and come to live in Liberal as a bracer?
You could say a lot happened. 8 years ago when I decided to become a bracer, I came to Liberal to ask Cassius for help. I've been in Liberal ever since.
I see now, all right.
Oh, that reminds me. Was, Joshua here in those days? Oh, no. Joshua came to live with us 3 years after all that. Actually, he showed up when you were in Grand Cell during your junior bracer tour, didn't he? That he did. I wandered Liberal, spreading goodwill and flowers as a bracer does. Returned home to find a boy I'd never seen living with Cassius and Estelle. To say it was a bit of a shock would be an understatement.
Estelle and the others enjoyed some small talk as the morning sun tried to pierce the mist. Finally, with a little tea for the road, they left the Bright House.
Aw, that was sweet. That was beautiful. Let's take a little look-see here. Oh, yeah, that's right. We can just go out through here then, too. But let's not. Let's go into Estelle's room. Rest, stop. Yeah, let's rest, actually. Why not? Okay, so let's go into Joshua's room. Wait, we can sleep in Joshua's bed, too? That's kind of messed up, yo. Where the hell is the skylight, then? Literally saw her close it from... Okay, so we'll go back to town and, Maryland is, that away, dude.
Hey! That you, Shara? Hey, that you, Shara?
Ridge! Heading for Grand Cell already?
Yep, the clients are all packed and ready to go. Once we get there, I figure I'll poke my head in at the Capital Guildhouse and abuse Eldon's hospitality a bit.
Well, keep up the good work.
You too. Good luck with the fog. How do the roads look anyway?
The Elise Highway isn't too bad yet. If you follow the path down a ways, you should reach the edge of the fog fairly quickly.
Oh, good to hear. Anyway, if you'll excuse me. Right, everyone, follow me. Off we go to the capital. Stay close now. Understood, Mr. Bracer.
We're counting on you.
So instead they're just gonna go around the other way. Which I just think that's hilarious, honestly. Hey, pigeons.
Okay, let's go to the guild house and report.
I'd call this a job well done. Let me know if you finish any more requests on the board, all right?
Okay, and I think we're gonna call it here for today. So yeah, not bad. We've gotten into chapter 4, and that was kind of my goal for this. So yeah. So until next time, this has been. Well, actually, let's go back to the title screen just because that feels a lot nicer to. It's a nicer note to end on, you know. Just going back to the. Here we go. Okay.
So until next time, this has been Professor Icepick with Back to Log Off, signing off. See you next time.